Okay, we're going to take you chronological order through everybody having babies. If you watched the last video, you saw that mama there, the speckled one. Her two boys are the white and speckled behind her. They're looking like absolute tanks. I think I want to use the colored one as one of our two breeders next year. They're huge, they're healthy. The mama is looking really good even after having babies on her for a month. The second one to have babies you also saw is that big whitish brown girl in front of us, Ladybug. She has twin girls that aren't with her right now. I'll go look for them in a second, but they're closer to pure brown and doing really great as well. There's the two brown baby girls. They are on our definite keep list. I don't know if I'll say it on every one I show you right now, but we already are making a list of keep and sell. And our kind of target is to breed 10 girl sheep again next year. And so if we keep some little girls like this, that means some of the current stock goes out. This little black goat, Loppy, was the next one to have babies. She surprised us by being the first goat. She's a first-time mama, 1 year old, and she had twins. I mean, she's been successful and taken care of her twins fine. She hasn't impressed us with how skittish and flighty she is. So she'll probably be on our sell list this year, but that's just because we're at the point where we've got the luxury of just keeping stuff that's not only healthy, but good personality, good temperament, good mother, all that stuff. So she's probably on the out list, but she's a good girl. Just look at those crazy eyes. She's just kind of a wild one. All right, that middle mama there with that single baby was one of our next ones. And at the exact same time, there was one more with a single white baby. No, that's Winnie, isn't it? Or is that her? Okay, this is the other one that was one morning. There were two singles out there waiting for us. These little white ones are all on our sell list at this point. We've seen enough of the performance of the different animals, and these small ones, it just comes down to the fact that we need to be able to sell or slaughter a 90 to 100 pound male lamb, ideally at less than a year old, say 10 to 12 months old, and this stock of small white St. Croix is just not getting that job done. Next was Poppy. She had twin girls and we caught it all on video, so we'll show you some of that too. Go on, girl. There's a little hoof. There's a little hoof. I'll give you the extreme close-up. That white is front feet sticking out. Good, big girl. Here we go. There's a head. Oh, is that? I feel like I see 3 feet. Come look, Tina. I think I see maybe a back leg is peeking out is what's making it hard. You can do it, big girl. Yeah. So not breech, but not perfect because of that back leg. I thought she was taking a little longer than she did last year, and yeah, seeing that third foot pop through is complicating things. You got it, big girl. Oh yeah, look at that face. Hello, baby head. Welcome to the world. There you go, you're almost there. All right, mama. Great job. Let's clean up his airway, mama. He's kind of bubbling at his nose, moving. A lot of poop in this one. That brownish color means that one of the babies pooped in there. Yep, cough it out, big boy or big girl. The security team is ready for anything. Second baby was Breach. Came out backwards, so that was the complication. But it's moving. Yeah, I think maybe a back foot of that baby was interrupting the first baby. This one's a black and white like its dad. Good job, Poppy. Another set of twins. The day after Poppy, we had 2 goat mamas deliver. It was this one, Nutmeg, surprised us with triplets and has done a great job with it. The triplets are here. A boy and 2 girls. And this boy will be one of our goat breeders for next year. And then back there, Matilda, the black and white girl, has her 2 babies on her right this second. And we have been super, super impressed with her. She's a little shy, not as bad as Floppy. And she's just really impressed us with all of her mothering. She's kind of calm and confident and doing a really great job with them. That's goat mamas really run off babies that aren't theirs. They're very, very careful to make sure they don't give their milk to the wrong thing, and they will run off little critters that are too close. This sheep had twin lambs next. Did a great job. She's definitely a keeper. This girl we call Winnie is next. She's really well behaved and tame. That's why we like her, but man, is she small. So she'll be on the sell list too. Just really gotta bring up the herd size, or the body size of the herd, I should say, the average body size. These 3 babies are a set of triplets that were born to Dot. She's our biggest sheep. Really, really happy with her performance. James really wanted to watch the movie Harry Potter 1 the other night, so we were watching it, and we got to look out the window and see her kind of go into labor and pop out triplets, and it's just incredible with these sheep. The next morning they were following her around. Everybody was good. The one ding against this big mama is there are occasional times where she kind of has diarrhea markings on her butt and nobody else does. So that probably means she's a little more prone to parasites or something than others. And so that makes us consider not keeping her. But at the same time, the fact that she's got a big old body and could have triplets is a really, really good strong suit for her. So the compromise is we'll keep her, but we won't use males out of her as breeders. She had 2 males and a female. This one laying down is a female, and we'll definitely keep her and give her a shot. But the reason we wouldn't keep a male out of her is, you know, if we only use 1 or 2 males as breeding stock, that puts a really high percentage of their genetics into the herd for the next year. So we've got to be really picky with that. So that's Dot, big old triplet lady. Next on the list is Snowball. Long time nice girl, had a pair of twin girls. Now we do like Snowball, but she's actually on the sell list because over the last year, it's been more than once, we're getting ready to move the herd, and she sees what's going on and she decides, why wait for us when she can just jump over the fence? So she's done that one too many times, and so we've known for months that she was on the sell list for this year for that reason. And we need to be really strict with that because, you know, one animal will teach the other animals it's okay to go through the fence or jump over the fence. So got to nip that in the bud. So she did a great job delivering us twins. We'll see. Maybe we can find someone that wants to buy her with her girls still nursing as a package deal. We'll see. Lavender had beautiful twin girls. She's one of our 3 with the best genetics from a Lookout Point ranch that has really developed hardy survivor type goats. She has twin girls that we're super excited about, and we will keep them both. This is Lamb Chop. She had twin girls last year who I've already shown you both of them. One had a single, one had twins. And she had twins, these two laying down, just yesterday. We've got a lot of footage of that. If you want some extreme close-up, I'll show you. The miracle of birth. We got to see this one. She was poking her nose out of the you-know-what for quite a long time before her mama felt the urge to push her the rest of the way out. And then here she is, healthy as can be. Come on, mama. Here she goes. She's pushing it out now. She laid down and she's finally pushing. Good girl. Here it goes. Oh, it's beautiful.
Is it out?
Most of the way. If she stands up, the back legs will come out.
Sounds like a hippopotamus. The bag is still over its head. Should we try to get it off?
We could if she doesn't get up. There, she's getting up.
Oh, ouchie.
There we go.
Sorry, baby.
All right, help your baby. Clean its face so it can breathe. Clean its face so it can breathe.
Thanks. Oh.
You can do it, little baby. Yep, there you go. Get that sack off of it. Help it breathe. Help it breathe.
Oh, it's still on its nose. Is it sneezing? Why are you?
You can do it, little baby. Oh, look at you opening your eyes.
There. What do you think of our baby? It's like
Other baby wants to go find some milk.
it looks like a copy of one of those sheep.
Live birth is so
It's a girl.
incredible. Oh, wonderful. Does it ever get old to see this? I don't know, because it's so incredible. This scruffy mama with the brown neck had a single yesterday afternoon. She's kind of a nervous ninny so far with this baby. And she's another one. She's a little small and skinny. Throw in singles. She'll be on the sell list. She did a great job, but we have enough animals where we can be picky and discerning with who gets to stay. I didn't mention that pretty goat, Matilda. She has a boy and a girl, and we'll keep both. So we've got 2 breeding boys picked out for our goats, and I'm pretty sure we have 2 breeding boys picked out for our sheep, and one of them is that chunky brown boy right there. We're also trying to do some genetic diversity when we pick 2 boys, so they'll always be from different mothers. And in the case of the sheep, we get to pick one of them that comes from the genetic line out of those 2 big girls, Lamb Chop and Butterfly, that we bought from a completely separate herd. And then we'll pick the best of one of our boys that was born from our own breeding last fall. So we only have 1 sheep and 1 goat left to have babies. This one here, you know, for a small white girl, she's looking pretty wide. She's our only one left. And then that little goat Sweetie down there, Snowball's daughter from last year. You know, we don't know exactly when she'll go, but we see udder development where we certainly know she's pregnant, but it might be a while yet. And the interesting thing is, we'll see with Sweetie, but based on everybody else, everybody got pregnant in their first heat cycle, which their heat cycle average is about 21 days. And based on the time we started breeding and the delivery dates of all these animals, every single birth so far has been, you know, they got pregnant in their first cycle. And then it looks like, based on that one sheep there, she'll definitely deliver soon. And then Sweetie here might be the one that goes longer, but that wouldn't be as much of a surprise being that she's a small 1-year-old. So that's really great. Having success not only with a 100% pregnancy rate, but also having a nice tight window of having the babies is really great. So we're very pleased with that. Ivy, you petting a baby? That's so nice. That's one of Lamb Chop's babies? It's so beautiful.
Yeah, look at what money of these boys, these horse for
And so, if you remember, Stanley, our boy from last year, is the sire of most of these baby goats. And as you can see, that black and white color scheme really came through strong. Last and possibly least, here's Niblet. He's our longtime wether we've had. Why the heck do we keep this guy? We're finding a lot of value in just having calm, well-behaved animals that mind the fence. And he does that. And he also did a really important job last year that we're going to do again this year. We have some really good friends that are getting into goats, and last year they took our 2 breeding boys when they were weaned all the way until it was time to bring them back for breeding. And Uncle Niblet here went along as the chaperone, and that worked really well, and we're going to do it again. Where the two little boys might be kind of nervous and not sure what to do, but having a grown-up goat with them that knows to stay inside the fence and stay calm can give them someone to hang out with. So that's the plan for Uncle Niblet. We don't know how old he is. He's got to easily be 5 or 6. And he moves well. We saw him jump over a log the other day. It's like, man, this guy's an athletic guy. Beyond that, we've got 2 castrated male sheep that I still need to slaughter. Last year's breeding sheep, Fenton, I already slaughtered, and one other wether I just slaughtered yesterday. So we're almost done processing all those males. And again, as we improve our genetics and these sheep get bigger, I'd love to be doing all that slaughtering from, say, November to January, rather than keeping them through the winter that long, feeding them hay before we slaughter them. So that's the idea. I spent the night here next to the yurt. Had them eat all the grass for us, and in a few hours when they get hungry, we're going to move them across into this pen. I'm here with the chickens. Tina's walking along the bottom of the dam to the main pond. The animals in the yurt are over there. Just really quick update. We've got the chickens set up here semi-permanently because most of this is where the new garden is going to go. And then these black posts are kind of demarcating the approximate location of the greenhouse we'll build. And so this this grass needs to get kind of churned up and turned into garden and greenhouse area anyway, so we're gonna let the chickens hit it really hard, and in the next few months I'll start, well, I need to finalize plans, then start with building the foundation. So we'll get there on that, and that should be really exciting. And what we want to do is, off the back of the greenhouse, build a permanent chicken coop. We've really enjoyed the mobile chicken coop, and we might employ it again in the future, but it's a lot of work for the amount of value we get, getting them way out there, more exposed to predators further away from us. And so we think a permanent location for them off the greenhouse makes a lot of sense. And we've watched some videos we're really excited about where people use chickens as kind of a composting system that feeds straight into their garden. And so we want to try that with the chickens, creating compost that feeds straight into this new garden spot. So more to come on that this summer. It's the great big heavy boy that's going to be one of our breeders. I managed to sneak up and catch him. I'm trying to get him to be tame so he's easier to handle, and I also I'm going to jump on the scale and find out how much he weighs, because it'd just be interesting for note keeping. Because what we noticed about him and his brother is they're what, 5-6 weeks old, grazing frequently just like their mothers, and putting on a tremendous amount of weight. He's heavy. All right, it's 4:30 in the afternoon, so we ended up letting them stay basically 2 grazing days plus 1 night. They did a really good job, and it's time to move them. All right, we got them in. Such a beautiful day. This was a big pile of horse manure last summer. A lot of it got spread out, but of course some of the residual stayed. And
Laser tag in this field at night.
oh yeah, there's the blue heron flying by, everybody. All right, friends and family, that's it. We've got a lot of other stuff going on, but we just wanted to show you the animals because it's been so fun having, this is the most babies we've ever had, and we've had it in just the last couple weeks. So we'll be back with information about the tree planting, which is mostly done, and then greenhouse after that. Have a good one. See ya.